Perfect male reader, prologue chapter coming home, near Provo. One day at the airport, there was news people standing around waiting for someone to get off the plane that they are coming back to Japan from fighting in the war. They heard people screaming when a man in a uniform walked out of the room, one of the plane room, and the airport, and walked out smiling at the people that were screaming his name. The news people ran and started to get shots of the soldier in his uniform. That he looked so cool and hot. He smiled in the camera and made a peace sign. All the heroes that were at their homes looked at the TV and got their hero suits on and ran out to their homes to go and see their loved one again. They got to the airport and ran to where they saw the people surround him, and he smiled at them. Hello, Japan. I'm finally home, and I will be staying here for good. I love you, everyone, and I will be back as the pro hero, said the male, giving his smile. The heroes picked him up and threw him in the air. Welcome home, nephew, the other heroes cried. The nephew smiled and cried as well, and laughed, being thrown in the air by his family and how they all missed him. The heroes put him down, and his father walked out of the crowd and wrapped his arms around his son and kissed his cheek, and they smiled at each other. Son, you're home. I can't believe that you are home. I thought you were going to stay at the front lines, says the father. I'm home, Dad. I will stay home for a long time. So don't worry, and to tell you, I kind of needed Grandma to fix me. I got injured in the front lines, but I'm born to make history for all of Japan, said the son. Wait, you need Recover Girl to fix you. What happened? Please tell me. I don't want you to die, said the father. I'm not going to die. It's just that I have a bullet wound and there's shrapnel in the wound that the doctors could not take out all the shrapnel in the wound. So I still have lots of shrapnel in the wound from a bullet that they are worried if I use my quirk, it would cause me to start bleeding again. And I love you unconditionally. I didn't know, son. I will tell your grandma to have operation room ready when we get to school, so she can get all the shrapnel out of your body, so you can go to UA and use your quirk. I love you too, said the father. He pulled out his phone and called Recovery Girl. Hello, All Might. What can I do? Hello, All Might. What can I do? Said Recovery Girl. Could you prepare an operating room? It's for Tony, said All Might. Why do I need to prepare an operating room? Said Recovery Girl. He has a bullet wound that the bullet turned into shrapnel that he cannot use his quirk without all the shrapnel out of his body, or it will cause him to start bleeding when he uses quirk, so might. I will be get operating room ready. Just tell the others to come into the school to be with you because this operation looks serious and it's their nephew's life on the line. I will see you when you get here, said Ricardo. We will see you soon, Ricardo. I will tell them to come with us when we are done talking. Bye. So might. Bye, said Ricardo. Alma might hang up the phone and looked at the heroes talking to me about their nephew. Every pro hero, get your ass over here. We need your butt over here. We need to talk. Son, are you okay? God, there is blood on your cheek. Son, you just breathe. It's going to be fine. Just keep breathing, said All Might. All the heroes heard what All Might said, and mentally looked at his nephew, and breathing, but with blood gushing from his mouth inside. All right, there's a lot of blood gushing from his mouth inside, said Empty Lady. What? Said everyone. Let's get to Recovery Girl and fast, said All Might, picking up him and running with the other heroes behind him. They got to UA and ran to Recovery Girl office and slammed the door open. And Recovery Girl turned to Neo and Nezu looked at the heroes and then looked at their grandson bleed out. Ollie put him on the bed and took off his son's uniform, and as the wound was showed, the people looked at it, and it was big hole in his chest. The girl pushed everyone out of the room and started the surgery and did not let anyone help her. She started digging into his body to grab all the shrapnel and make sure she closed the bleeders and got the other shrapnel in his body. She got it done and sewed his up, and kissed his head and gave him a IV and blood. For the amount of blood he lost, she wrapped the wound up and laid him down. She walked out of the room to see everyone standing there looking at the door. The Sirika girl stand there with no smile on her face. How is he doing? Is he going to live? Salamite on the brink of tears. He is going to live, but his body is going to hurt him and make sure that he only uses his quirk on emergency. We don't want him to bleed out again. Sir Gabriel, with tears in her eyes, look at the door where her grandson is in coma from his injuries. They look at the door and cry. When as well, the pro hero and soldier risks his life out there, out on the front life on the front lines. That he got badly hurt, that he might not you get to use his quirk ever again to do hero work. How about we recommend him to join UA as a first year and we heal? He will not use his quirk, but his super. How about we recommend him to join UA as a first year and he will not use his quirk, but his super soldier powers so he does not start making his body bleed again, said Anzaiwa. Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. We can make him join the school and he will only have use his super soldier powers and not his quirks. He does need to make friends and one day it could be a best bet to make awesome friends for our nephews, said Empress Mech. It's Tony will join one day and be a student in the school, and that he will only use his super soldier powers, said All Might, smiling, tears in his eyes. They heard moaning in the room, and they got up and ran into the room and see their nephew, grandson, and son waking up from in the coma. He was moving around, trying to get out of this deep sleep, and with that, he wants to get out of it very soon. They saw his eyes open, and then the other eye open, and the eye open, and then the other eye open. And they looked at them, and he smiled at his family, and they smiled at him. Well, good morning, sleepyhead. Well, good morning, sleepy son. Well, good morning, son. How did you sleep? Said All Might. I slept well, but why does my body hurt? And why do I have this big bandage on? And why are you there? I raised in my body. Satori looking at his arm. I had to do surgery and get the shrapnel out of your body. It was a long surgery, and that you lost a lot of blood, so I had to get put in a blood bag and some fluids into your body. Plus, we decided that we recommend you to join UA 1A as a student, but you have to use your super solar powers and not your quirk because if you use your quirk, it might cause you to start bleeding again from all the shrapnel in your body and from your surgery, Sir Kyril. I would love to join 1A, and I promise to use my super soldier powers, and that I will not use my quirk because I don't want to cause any more bleed in Satori. They smiled at each other and looked at their nephew, grandson, and even son. Oh, they book. You can't hear the one, so I got distracted. Grandson that he would join OUA as a student. The time you are healed, it would be the entrance exam, and you will be doing the entrance exam to see if you will be a part of the big three, so they can become the big four. So get some rest. We will see you tomorrow after the entrance exam. That is going to begin tomorrow. Plus, all of us is going to be to see how much points you are going to rank up in the exam. We will be rooting for you, and that you are going to be number one, said Principal Nezu.